I expect nothing different here, blowing towards the church end here in Borlahan.
Joe Lahey, happy that everyone is back to required distance and waste no time, throws the ball in. Stephen Ferncombe on the ball in the middle of the field straight away for Clonoulty Rossmore. Good looking ball to the inside line. Hand passes back out to Stephen Ferncombe. Stephen Ferncombe, should be no issue to him. And indeed it's not. Lifts and strikes and straight over the crossbar. First blood of the afternoon goes to Clonoulty. Picking up if anything, so Moycarkey do need to get motoring and to use this wind to every bit of their advantage that they can. Stephen Ferncombe with the place ball, lifts and strikes, again keeps the trajectory low, and it's straight over the bar again from Stephen.
We know well what he's capable of.
Very close to this near sideline also, folks. So Shelley lifts and strikes, and he's no issue with the distance or the accuracy. That's an unbelievable score from Rhys Shelley. Can pass off to Donegal Cork, who had a runner off the shoulder, just got caught in possession a little bit, and Rory Darmody turns it over from Moycarkey-Borris. Good looking ball to the far side. Moycarkey starting to open up a bit now. This is Kieran Morris, gets his strike away from 50 yards out, near enough to the sideline. Super score. Throw ball from Joe Lahey is in, and Moycarkey do eventually come away with it there to Tom Hayes. Again, happy enough to work it through the lines. This is Rory Darmody again, goes long to the edge of the square, 2-on-2 in here. Kieran Morris guards brilliantly, tries to make a bit of space for himself. Kiwi shrinks once, twice, three times, and gets a strike away over the bar. That's an unbelievable score again.
5 points there in about 4 or 5 minutes, so Clonoulty could do with a score to settle it down again.
Yeah, definitely. Puck out is long, looking for Jack Ryan, can't gather it. Again, Moycarkey have numbers there. This is Stephen Walsh, and Stephen has a strike from inside his own 65, and that's over the bar. It's an unbelievable football arc, a 45 metre arc, and Stephen lifts and strikes, no issue to him, straight over the bar. 1 point lead again for Moycarkey. Little hand pass back to Nathan Slattery. Slattery gives the hand pass off to Stephen Ferncombe. Stephen gets a strike away in his left. It's going to hang up in that very strong breeze though. Dangerously in around the house, and Clonoulty get it. Ball is still there, chance not gone. Joe Lahey has the hand up, falls to Jack Ryan, and Jack Ryan buries it into the back of the net. Massive score for Clonoulty, folks. Pushes Clonoulty back into lead. 1 goal in 5, plays 7. Just about 17 minutes played here. That ball was wide, and Jason O'Dwyer can get his puck out of the way as quick as he likes out to Cathal Burke, and Cathal is in splendid isolation to get his strike away off his left from 50 yards, and that's straight over the bar. Clever thinking and clever fast. Rhys Shelley comes off his goal line to gather the ball, and under pressure gets his strike away. It's going to drop at the edge of the square at the other end of the field, and this is Kieran Morris out in front of his man, does brilliantly. Little hand pass off, lots of pressure in there, back to Kieran Morris, and the ball is over the bar. Joe Egan had a half a chance of a green flag, but he was well bottled up. And indeed the ball is away to the right and wide, so unlike Stephen Ferncombe, we'll remain level. 1 goal in 7, plays 10. Puck out is long from Rhys Shelley, and it eventually breaks to David Costigan. David has half a chance of a green flag here, gets a strike away from distance. David Costigan bounces it in front of Jason. Long way out from the target here, inside their own 65, but it's no issue to Rory Darmody. It's straight over the bar.
Wanted to play against that breeze, but
Joe Lahey throws in the ball, and Clonoulty should have this under control through Robert Dial, and this is Jamie Davern who eventually does deliver the ball in long, looking for Jack Ryan. Jack puts up the hand, but it's expertly batted away from by Tom Hayes, and Moycarkey gathered very well and worked the ball out through their half back line. This is Killian Cantwell, gets a strike away from 60 yards, and that's a great score from Killian Cantwell. The ball is batted away, falls kindly to Kieran Morris, gets his hand pass over the top, looking for the run at Joe Egan, doesn't work out, and Clonoulty can turn it over once again. This is Cathal Burke in acres of space here, no pressure whatsoever. He's going to get a strike away off his left in his own time, Cathal Burke, and that's straight over the bar. Not for the first time this afternoon. Ball can't get space to get his strike away. Clonoulty have loads of men around the ball, and probably an offensive foul from Max Hackett, but referee Joe Lahey blows the half-time whistle instead of allowing the free out. So half-time here in Boherlahan, folks. 4 point lead for Moycarkey-Borris. 1 goal in 12 for Moycarkey-Borris, 1 goal in 8 for Clonoulty Rossmore. To sum that up for his paddy, Joe Lahey happy Everton is right and throws the ball in. Nathan Slattery on the ball straight away, delivers the ball in to the edge of the square, and Clonoulty hold it up there through Stephen Quinn, gets his strike away on the turn, and that's over the bar. Good score from Stephen Quinn.
Looks to be a spare man back there for Moycarkey. he's probably just going to sit in front of Jack Ryan, because Jack is parked in front of Reece Shelley, and long ball going to be coming in for most of the second half, you'd imagine.
Yeah, you'd have to imagine. Killian Cantwell going to take the place ball from Moycarkey-Borris here, folks. Keeps her trajectory low, but the accuracy is good and it's over the bar. 4-point lead again now for Moycarkey-Borris. In the West final going back 4 or 5 weekends ago, I thought he was superb. When Clonoulty really needed a few scores, he dug in and he government provided them. Stephen Ferncombe with the place ball anyway, folks. Lifts and strikes. Again, the trajectory is low, but it's straight over the crossbar. Good score again from Stephen Ferncombe, and we're back. And this is Stephen Quinn. Gives a little hand pass off to Mikey Ryan. Mikey Ryan to leave us all square here on Borlahan, folks, and that's over the bar. Great score from Mikey Ryan. Probably should have. To Danny Slattery. Danny gets his hand pass off. And the strike comes in from distance from James Davern. Jamie Davern, excuse me, and that's straight over the bar. Another big score for line ball from Moycarkey-Borris. And they take a quick, good looking ball across the turf. And Moycarkey are in here through David Costigan. Gets his strike away. And that ball is in the back of the net. The green flag is going to be raised. Gives one flick pass and the ball is delivered long. 2-on-2 in here. Dangerously inside. Stephen Ferncombe drifts inside and gets a pull on the ball, and it's into the back of the net. So another green flag here. Raised and but it's well tidied up from Tom Ryan. And Moycarkey can build again through Joe Egan, who's gone very deep. And the ball is long, looking for Kieran Morris at the edge of the square. Kieran gets it to his feet and somehow gets it into his hand. Jinks inside the defenders, plays a hand pass over the top. And Moycarkey are in here surely. And the ball is struck and it's into the back of the net from Jack.
Get going again, because that goal kind of knocked the stuffing out of him a bit.
Stephen going through his usual routine. Lifts and strikes, and a lovely connection from Stephen Ferncombe. That's straight over the bar. 3-point. As we come into the closing stage, a super catch out of the clouds back there. And one hand pass off, and the strike comes in from distance. And that's accurate and over the bar. An unbelievable score. Cuts the lead back to 2-2. This is Philip Kelleher. Philip goes long, looking for Thomas Butler at the edge of the square. Just not one there momentarily. This is Stephen Quinn. Stephen gathers it eventually, trying to get space to get his strike away. Stephen being ushered ever closer to the sideline. Great defending. And this is Jack Ryan. Jack has the ball in his hand. Chance to make it all square here from Jack Ryan. And that's over the bar. His hand up. And he won 2 brilliant frees in the last 90 seconds or so, just as Paddy said. So great play from the former Tipperary underage star. He really grown into the senior hurling now. Killian Cantwell with the place ball. Killian lifts and strikes under lots of jeers to hurry on. He's not fazed by any of it and puts the ball over the bar. Into the field fairly quickly. John gets his clearance away to Jamie Davern, but the referee has seen enough and blows the final whistle. And it's all over here in Borlahan, folks. Super game.